right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, please audio work. Clean my lens, because I always touch this thing. Okay, let's go forward. Ooh, this thing's hot. I don't know why I'm pushing this thing. It runs. Okay. Ooh, hot. Hot. Ah! Lawnmower guts. All right, we're here with, not mine anymore, Jared's 1990 Nissan 300ZX, and we're gonna finally do this inspection on this thing. Now, I've had this car for a couple years, so I kind of know what's wrong with it. And I've had him order some parts and stuff and some other things that he wanted to do as preventive maintenance, like time belt and stuff like that we're gonna get into. But I need to do the official, inspection. So I have this checklist that I use that goes through pretty much every detail of the car, checking the suspension, the engine, the chassis, the body, the interior, pretty much everything. So today we're gonna get started on that. Oh yeah, if you like this content, please hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification, and I'll give you more Nissans, Toyotas, Lexus, Freightliner ambulances, Ford trucks, everything. Oh, in case you guys didn't know, I got the Lexus back from the painters. So we're gonna start working on that pretty soon. All right, let's get on this Z. All right, we're gonna be using 2 cameras because I'm deathly afraid that the audio might cut out on the 7. So I have the 8 right here. All right, so let's go through. All right, owner's manual missing. I'm guessing it is. We'll go look. I'm almost positive it's missing. It's hot. Nothing in there. I got that relay hanging in the glove box. Great. All right, are there large gap service history? I'm sure there is. We're not even going to check service history. This thing's so old. Mileage, I think, is correct. So we've got 195 on the odometer. The motor that got put in it has around 160. The title include the word salvage? No, it does not, but it probably should. Is there evidence of curb damage on the wheels? Absolutely not. The only evidence is dirt. So, in case you guys didn't see in the other videos, these are 350Z 35th anniversary wheels. So you got 18 by 8 in the front, which we're running a 245, 35 in the front, 18 by 8.5 in the back. All that goop that Discount Tire puts on makes it terrible. We'll do a washing video. 255 on the rear. Now, it looks really good. Like 255 is a good size for this on the back. Okay, 245 is a good size for the front. It's a little bit bulged more in the front. So you could run a bigger back tire, but you run the risk of increasing your speedo too much. I think the next size is like a 285, and that might be too big. I'll have to go back and look. I'll post a oh shoot, somewhere around here. Everyone always says that. I'll post a link to the available sizes that we have and how it's going to affect the speedometer. All right. Hubcap's missing, does not apply. Tire pressure's properly set. They better be, because Discount Tire did it. Is the paint faded or cracked? Okay, the paint. The paint has some issues, guys. There is not a clean panel on this car. Zero. So you got paint chips, you got scratches, you got bulges, you got, I don't know what this is, a bubble? Oh shoot, it's moving. Okay. Cracks, chips. But I mean, it looks like it's been sprayed over. You've got lines right here. You've got, I don't know what's going on here. I think Discount Tire did that because that was not there before. Everything. Fish eyes. Door dings. All over the place. All over the place. Scratches. Sagging. Right? Missing third brake lights. Bumper's got cracks in it. The paint on this car is terrible. Now, I say that, and there's not too many dents, right? You got, you know, a little thing here, you got a little hell dent there. This door looks pretty bad. But for the majority, right, the car is, it doesn't look like it's been majorly wrecked. It's just been abused. Okay. Yeah, there's a little dent right here. The cell panel, there's a little dent right there. It did hail a couple times here while I've had it, so. Are any of the panels a different shade of color? I don't think so, but like I said, it's a respray over zero body work. Are there any panel gaps marked differently than others? Okay, let's look at these panel gaps. So the hood, I don't know why this is sticking out above there. It should not be. The gap looks good. This should not be sticking up. I have a feeling that somebody jacked it up from that center core support. Yep, you can see it. They jacked it up right here, and when you do that, there's a bar that attaches here and attaches to the upper core support. So that will push everything up, and then you have a gap in your hood. So we may try and fix that. I need to see what all it's going to take. Okay. This gap looks okay. This is real tight right here. It's pushed out this side right here, if you guys can see that. Door doesn't look bad. The hatches looks okay. The bumper looks like it has all its bolts in. Oh, look, this is not dented. Yeah, this part usually gets dented, so we're good there. Bumper looks okay in the back. Look at that door. I mean, look at all these chips. They didn't even try to fix any of this stuff after they painted it. This dirt's from me driving in the backyard here. See, it's bulging out on both sides. I gotta look at that. I wonder if they jacked it up underneath. Yep, and ruined that. See how it's all dented in right here? So they jacked it up on there when they're changing tires, and you're not supposed to do that. Fender liners. Are we at fender liners? Okay. So panel gaps, I want to say we're good on panel gaps. Are any of the trim pieces loose or missing? Yes. If you consider the lower valance, right, a trim piece. So the lower valance on the bumper is just completely gone. And unfortunately, I sold the whole front bumper of the black car, which this motor came out of. So I don't have one to replace it with. I do have a fancy urethane bumper, but right now I'm not willing to sell that to him because I want to put it on my twin turbo. Speaking of the twin turbo. All right, speaking of twin, the reason why I'm selling this car is because I have a 1990 twin turbo over there, manual transmission, and I want to take the money from this and then rebuild that motor. The motor's shot. So, but the car is about as complete as this, but the paint, I guess, is almost as bad condition. It's not chipped as bad as this one, but the whole front end's fading. I'll show you guys that. But yeah, so I want to get rid of all the Z32s and just have one. Is that twin turbo is the goal. Are any of the tires different brand or size? No, they're all brand new. They're Michelin Pilot Sports, I believe. Evidence of accident damage has been poorly repaired. Yes, I mean all the freaking, they didn't repair anything on this thing. Lug nuts missing? No, absolutely not. Small dark spots or oily film on the bumper near the exhaust pipe. Okay, that would mean if there's like a leak. Usually it'll spray up on the rear bumper. And there's definitely a lot of grass and stuff, but it's not real oily. So it's a little darker right here. Yeah, you can see that. It's probably running a little too rich. But in my experiences, most Z's run rich. Maybe not the new ones, but definitely the old ones. Are there any small rust spots? Okay, so it looks like we have a rust bubble here on the T-top. I haven't really done like a real close inspection like that. Let's look underneath the car, guys. It's gonna be hard to tell. Look at all that. Looks kind of bent. Right, the bumper's not made of metal. It's not gonna have rust on it. Okay, so fenders look okay. I don't see, this side's not too bad, but see how they jacked it up? That's a floor jack too, right there in the center. Thanks whoever did that. Let's pop this rear hatch. See if there's anything in there. Car's dirty. I know on some of these, like they'll rust right in here. That twin turbo that one's destroyed with rust. This one looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to take all this apart when we do the rear suspension, so I'll be checking that. Spare tire. Let's look at the spare tire. Yeah, somebody was yelling. I had this car for sale on Facebook, right? And one guy was like, "Oh, you don't have the original spare and floor mats." This sure looks like the original spare to me, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll get that out. Floor mats, now tell me, are these not the original floor mats? I don't know, I didn't buy this car brand new in 1990, so I can't tell you, but they're form-fitting. They look to be original. I could be wrong. Okay. Is there rust everywhere? No. Okay, small rust spots. We did find at least one. Okay. The hood's aluminum, so it's not going to have it. This T-top. Let's look at this other side. We got a little thing going on right there. I gotta be careful not to get in this shadow. There's another dent there. Oh look, there's discoloration. I don't know what that's all about. It's kind of weird how it's all like that. I don't know if you can see that. All right. It's not rust. Maybe it's a corrosion bubble. Is there rust everywhere? No. All right, page 2. Are there any tears or wear marks in the seats? I mean, guys, this car's from 1990. Yes. Yes. Oh. Are there any cracks, blemishes, or broken trim? I know there is. Okay, so it's coming off right here. That can be fixed pretty easily. We'll probably actually take care of that for Jared. We got a spot there. I know these T-top things, this is not really on here right. So the bracket's broken for this T-top cover. And I'm gonna attempt to try and fix that. This came off. I've seen one on the floor somewhere. The dash is the best part of this car, and we put this on for protective covering. Let's see how it's not pulling up on here yet, right? If it pulls up, Jared, after you take possession of it, I don't know what to tell you. But I did buy this to keep it a little cooler. Oh, my GoPro doesn't melt. Okay, and I think what we'll do, and Jared, you're gonna need to give me the okay on this, is I want to at least put some spray adhesive. Oh, yeah, at least put some spray adhesive, like maybe on this top part right here to kind of keep this. This is not even bolted in all the way. Okay, we gotta fix that. Bolt's missing here. So spray adhesive on here to kind of keep this in place, and then probably, you know, some other parts. You can clean up spray adhesive if you ever need to. But when the T-tops are off, this dash cover, and the window's down, the dash cover will move, right? It'll come out, so you'll have to fix that, or I'll have to fix it. Somebody's gonna have to fix it. Okay, passenger side, there's the tear. Can I see where I'm pointing here? Probably not. There's a little blemish right there. We're missing the cover for this, and I don't think I have one. I think it's missing in that black car or the maroon car. This is gone. I know the dome lights, they don't work, so we'll have to address that. We're missing our little flappy do right there is gone. So here's the driver's side floor mat. Is that not original, guy? Somebody tell me, please. We're missing. It's missing a pedal. You know, it's missing a pedal right there. Should be right there. Oh, that's automatic. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a cover that goes under here, and I have it. I know I have it somewhere because it was on this car. This is just hanging out in the little Bose junker. This radio needs to be replaced. Are we at that point yet? Let's not jump ahead of the inspection. Okay, we did look at parts of this, and I'll probably just edit through it. I'm sure that goes somewhere. What is this, a bra? Goes over the hood? In case you guys need a part number for this. Right. Sedona suede, gray. It's a light gray. I don't have the thing. There's my missing safety glasses. The back part it looks pretty scratched up, but everything looks to be there. And that was one of the selling points on this car for Jared, was it was like 99% complete. And it's hard to find these cars in that condition. Where's my pencil? Okay. What is it? Camera's too hot. We need to take a break. We're back. 10-minute break. Camera should be cooled down. Where are we at? Page 2. Spare tire, jack, tools, damaged or missing. All right. The jack's there. I don't think that's the right tool for that. So yes, there is some stuff missing. Do any of the windows go up or down slower than others? Yes. The passenger one does, Jared. Oh, so let's look at this. Down, pretty good. Up. I know that was slower. What did I do? Let's go all the way down. Okay, right now they're the same, but I was almost positive that that passenger side was slower. So maybe me using it loosened it up. I don't know. Just keep that in the back of your mind. What did I do with my pencil again? Oh. When the climate control is turned on, does the fan squeak, rattle, or operate only in one speed? Yes, one speed. And the AC does not work, by the way. I know we have to replace the compressor for sure. Whatever else I'm not so sure about. We did do a diagnostic test on there, and everything seemed to operate, right? Obviously not the compressor, but like the blend doors and everything, it goes in the test. And I'll go in detail on how we do that when we actually replace the AC. But let's look at this. Okay, I don't know what happened to the blower motor's not even working anymore. It was working. Oh my goodness. Okay, something's going on in there. We gotta fix it. But high, low, right? Nothing changes it. Nothing changes it. So we gotta fix that for sure. Pencil every time. Turn on all accessories, windshield wipers, radio, power mirrors. Do any fail to operate? Oh, does the AC blow warm air? Yep, sure does. Radio works. Wipers work. Do the wipers do intermittent? Yep. Okay. Do the back. Oh, the washer makes noise, but there's either no fluid, it's cracked, or it's missing a hose. We gotta figure that one out. Rear. I hear it. Works. Wipers need to be replaced for sure. Pump works. So the pumps are coming on. We just gotta figure out why we're not getting actual fluid coming out of there. Pencil. Is the brake pedal worn more or less than the mileage or odometer would suggest? Is there any evidence of rust or water in the spare tire well? Okay, we gotta do that. That'll give us time to cool off too. All right, pliers. Can't wait till I get the shop built and it won't be so hot. Shaded, I'll have even light. Oh, come on now. Need a drill attachment just to get the spare tire out of here. It also doesn't look like it's sitting correctly in this, so it's probably a good thing we're pulling it out. Oh, hey. There's those things. Okay. Aside from a bunch of trash, this looks like it's pushed in. Look at that. See that right there? Something jacked that thing up. No wonder that tire's not sitting in there right. All right, so we're looking for rust, right? I don't see any major, like you just got some surface rust here. I need to leave these rubber pads in there. We gotta fix that. So this will close. Okay. Oh. What is that? Canister, huh? We don't have that. That's to inflate the tire, I bet. Sunroof operate. Sunroof? No, sir. Is there any stale smell like mildew of spoiled milk? No. However, there's a hole right here. It's been raining, so I know water's been getting in that hole and going somewhere. You know, it wasn't ever like completely full of water. I'm not too worried about it, but we do need to find a thing for that. Is there evidence of water damage in the glove box or under the rear seat? Rear seat? Come on now. There's no rear seat. Okay. There's evidence of... Look at all these... Something's missing. Oh, I broke that. I remember that when I did the transmission. You know, I'm not seeing anything majorly wrong here for this. I mean, it's not coming up. And our cover's missing. That would suggest heater core if that was leaking. All right. Any of the inner fender shields missing or broken? Put your knee in the bumper, bounce car 3 times. Does the body move up and down more than 2 times? Okay, so fender liners. Rear fender liner, I don't think it has one. Like it didn't come with one. Front, yes, is there. We're missing a bolt there. Okay. Passenger side is there, but I think we might be missing a piece right here in the front. The upper one's there, but this one's missing. Okay, like I said, the rear. All right, let's do this little bouncy test. Bounce test. 1, 1, 2. A little spongy, I think. That rear's pretty tight. So, front passenger seemed like it was more forgiving than anywhere else. Yeah, definitely. So we do have a full tank suspension that we're putting on here, because I knew when I was driving it, I kind of felt that. So I told him to go ahead and order it. I ordered it for him. So if you need parts, let me know. Okay, so bounce test, it failed. Uneven wear on the tires? No, they're brand new. Oil coat on shock absorbers. If there is, we don't care because we're replacing them. Jack up the car, support the wheels off the ground. Tug and push on the wheels. Okay, so this is one thing that I've wanted to do that I really haven't done. So let me get that set up. Car's jacked up properly. All right, rub and tug on the wheels and tires. Check left and right for movement. If you feel anything for tie rod, which I do not. Check up and down for wheel bearings and or ball joints, which I do not. I really hope my leg was not in the way. In the 20 miles that we have on these tires. That looks good. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, you're too hot. I need to swap you. Pencil. You lost the pencil. Great. Okay. Pull on tie rods. Any movement? No. Brake pads, rotors worn out. They were replaced in 2018. There's less than 500 miles on it, so those are good. Is there any rust on the underbody surfaces? Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. No rust, but that's the jacks. People don't jack all this stuff right. There's definitely an oil leak, so I'm sure I'll be fixing that. Why does the oil pan look so terrible? Oh my god, what happened? Okay, man, this thing's got oil leaks everywhere. This that boot's torn for the power steering. We're looking for rust. All right, this rear. It's been undercoated, so it looks pretty good. That's nice. I don't think my twin turbo is that nice. No, the twin turbo's got rust issues for sure. The subframe, look at that. It looks good. There's more rust on the exhaust than anything. Look at that, look at that. The spare tire well, they crashed the heck out of that thing. Can we close this? Let's turn our radio off and run. Look, push the lock. And turn, ooh, one-handed. Nice. Okay. Chassis rust. Where we at? Where we at? Looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm pointing the camera like you guys can actually see something. The side looks like it's hit something. See that screw in those covers? This car was abused. Absolutely abused. The boot on that steering is definitely missing on that one too. So both power steering boots are torn and destroyed. Check engine bottom. Fluid leaks, yes. We have leaks. Go ahead and mark that with your pencil. Transmission and differential leaks. I did not see differential leak. but transmission, it looks like it. There's lots of fluid under there. Is there any bent or dented metal? Yep, check mark there. Fluid seepage around the brake caliper. Bottom brake drums, don't have drums, but there's no fluid seepage. Any plug is oil or fluid. Yeah, look at the bottom radiator. Is it wet from coolant? Why are you powering off? Okay, bottom radiator. Is it wet from fluid seepage? Let's look and see. I don't think this thing has any radiator issues. We definitely have oil seeping up here, so I bet those cam seals are leaking, which when we do the time belt, we'll be replacing that stuff, I'm sure. Okay, condenser, radiator. There's nothing down here on the radiator. It's getting hotter in here. There's no coolant leaking. Squeeze hoses. Do they feel stiff or brittle? That feels really good. There's a lower. Those lowers right next to the upper. No, your hoses feel good. But I'm sure if they're cheap enough, you'll want me to replace them. Any wires not covered by sheathing? There? Because this engine's been replaced, and I didn't do it. So there's no telling how it went back together, even though I did label everything as best I could for the guy. Yep, right here, missing sheathing. There, missing sheathing. At least it's got a zip tie. Okay, pencil mark there. Battery more than 4 years old. I think it's a 17. I have not had any issues with this battery. 17. So it's right there. It's right on the edge. Fluid leaks at accessories, power steering, brake reservoir. Dry power steering. We got some seepage going on right here. The pump is definitely wet down there. We'll do an in-depth inspection on that when we do the timing belt. Nesting wise for animals, no, I've never seen that. Is the air filter dirty? Shiny metallic parts in the oil. Is there sludge at the bottom of the coolant reservoir? Good luck getting to see that. Doesn't look like it. Oh, did you see that fender liner? It's been destroyed. Can't tell because it's like half missing. This oil can't be that old. There's no smell like gasoline. That's the thing. That usually means that it's missing, but it's not missing. Maybe it was missing before. We should change the oil. There for oil change stickers. Ha. Time belt, is it older than 4 years old? I don't know, so we're gonna answer yes. All right, here we go. We're gonna do our road test. Okay, here we go. I gotta make it to the swamp. It stormed really bad this morning, so now I got water everywhere. Not to kick up a bunch of mud all over my GoPro on the outside of the car. Hopefully it stays there. This is my first time doing a outside mount in a vehicle. Alright, so our first test. Drive the car in tight circles. Does anything rub? So we can go in the parking lot across the street and do that. Okay, drive the car in tight circles. Does anything rub? Fully locked to the left. Fully locked to the right. Alright, I think we're good. Next one. Brake firmly. Does the pedal feel soft and mushy? Nope. Does the pedal feel change from one stop to the next? So that was the first stop. Nope, the pedal feel is the same. Does the car veer to one side while braking? Let's check it out. Nope. Drive over some bumps at normal speeds. We gotta find some bumps. There's a bump. There's some bumps. More bumps. Does the car bounce up and down after hitting a bump? No, it does not. Do you hear any odd noises from the suspension, such as clunks or creaks? Yes! There's lots of clunks and creaks. I'm not so sure it's from the suspension though. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the interior of the car. Alright, get at the highway speeds. Oh, we're gonna roll this window down. It's hot. It's 90 degrees outside. Alright, so the next one, highway speeds, vibrations. Is the steering wheel off center when going straight? Do you hear excessive wind noise? Do interior pieces rattle over bumps? Yes, they do. Does the car pull to one side? Alright, so when we get on the highway, we'll check all these things. Accelerate briskly. Oh, we can do that when we get on the highway. Does the transmission jerk at shift points? Do you hear any knocking noises from the engine? Okay, so those are the things we gotta check. GoPro's still there, I think. But you can kind of get that idea. Here we go, here's our round 2. Accelerate highway, speeds. We're checking the steering wheel. Excessive wind noise, I'm sure there's going to be wind noise because T-tops. Does the car pull? So look for a vibration, look for the steering wheel, see how centered it is. Is the car excessively loud? Yes! Those mufflers. Oh my goodness, there's something else. Alright, so we got a little shake at 55. Car looks like it wants to go a little bit to the right. I need to clean these windows. So we'll definitely need to get the alignment checked. And make sure the tires should be balanced. It should be right. The spare tire is still out of it, so all those wheel chocks are rattling around back there. This concludes the road test. So we got the anti-lock brake light on, windshield washer, the brake light is on, and then the lights light is on. I think the lights indicator light is the third brake light. Not the one on the spoiler, but the one that's in the actual hatch. The brake light, I don't know, I'll have to check it. And then the door, it says I have a door open, so we'll have to check those and figure that out. And then the anti-lock and the brake, I'm not sure about that. We'll have to do some diagnostics on that. Okay, test drive with a friend. Okay, we can do this with a GoPro, not with a friend. And I may have some footage that I've already used to do this with. Okay. Headlamps. On. Brights. On. Left turn. Right turn. Or, passenger side fog light's not working. Okay, let's go behind the car. My friend has a GoPro. So one of them is, do the wheels wobble, or does the vehicle have an odd stance? Rides low on the road. Oh, we didn't check that. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. Friend. Looking friend. With your friend standing by in the car, start the engine. Is there sustained visible smoke? Did you see any smoke, friend? I guess we'll see in the footage. Is there smoke coming from the exhaust during acceleration? Friend, let's look under the hood. Alright, look under the hood. Do you hear a hissing noise? No. No hissing noise. Check under the car. Is there signs of fresh fluid leaks? It's going to be hard to tell on this gravel, but I don't see any. Probably should have drove it on the pad. But there's nothing like dripping. Okay. I think that should cover it. Alright. Well, I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and click that bell so you get notifications every time I post a video.